Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. Let's take a quick look at what you can do in Google Drawings. So I've created a drawing here. I've also done a right click and selected my background. So I choose this gray gradient because it's kind of Civil War-y with blue and gray. I've got the map here showing this area. I have a timeline, which I use the line tool here to draw. And I selected arrow and added the arrows. And then I used the line tool with just the line tool to put these little demarcations for years. I've added the text here, added a drop shadow to the graphic that I found right here, which is super easy. Just came into insert and I chose image and then went search the web. So added that, added a little drop shadow on my text. So this is very similar to what you do in Google Slides, for example. So then I've got these demarcations here, as I said in the timeline, and then I have some events, but I need to add one more event. And that was, of course, in 1861, the Battle of Fort Sumter. So the way I do that is choose here. I want to pick a shape. I'm just going to choose the square, come down here and draw that shape. And I'm just leaving the default fill. And I need to add the year 1861 and the event. So all I do is just double click in this shape and type in what I want. So 1861. Now that text is a little different. I've got these down here that are substantially smaller, so I need to highlight the text and come up here and just choose the size that matches what I already have, which I believe was 11. Now what I want to do is draw some arrows to connect these. Now this same feature works if you're doing a concept map or anything else that needs to be connected with arrows. Before I do that though, they're kind of disordered, so I need to straighten them out a little bit. So I'm going to kind of get some of these shapes close to where I want them, something like this. But now if I click each item and hold the shift key as I click, now I can come up here to arrange and I can say I want to align them at the middle, and then I also want to distribute them so that they're distributed horizontally. So now they're kind of evenly laid out, and I need to do the same with these bottom three, get them relatively close to where they are, where I want them, but then select, shift click to select, come to arrange and choose align, and I want to also align the center, whoops, undo that, Control Z. I don't want to align center. What I want to align is the middle. So that gets them lined up just a little bit. And then from there I can click, and just using I click on the border of the shape, I can use my arrow key to place them, keeping them already aligned, but just moving them a little bit. Again, click on the edge, get them into an area where they look okay. Okay, that looks reasonably good. Now, to connect the arrows, so if I want to put a pointer from 1852 to the year 1852, I come up here to choose arrow, and when I select the arrow tool, you'll notice that I get these little purple handles here, which means I could draw an arrow from here to here if I chose, but I can also draw an arrow from the center top to the year. So I can just bring that up and drop it right there. And that stays selected. So now I can go straight to 1854. And then from here to 1857. Looking pretty good there, 1858. And I've got an issue. That's going to go across this other shape, but that's okay. I can fix that. 1859. Oops, if I need to adjust, I can just click on that in a second. Here, let's take my line tool again, and we'll go from here to 1860 with Abraham Lincoln's election, and then my 1861 to where it needs to go. Now, fixing this one that doesn't line up. If I choose the arrow tool here, I can pick this arrow, just stretch it over to where it needs to go. If I select this one, I can come back to arrange and say on this one, order and send to back. And now that arrow from the 1858 Douglas debates goes right behind John Brown's raid. So this is a super quick and easy way to make concept maps and mind maps using Google Drawings. It's a pretty powerful and useful tool. Hope you enjoyed this, and meanwhile, have a great day.